nice that you came in to have this interview with us and let the voters know a little bit about yourself. And although we've seen a lot of you over the years in various functions in town government, it's still helpful for people who might be new to Rollinsford or who don't know a little bit about who you are. So can you tell us a little about yourself?
Well, I'm originated in western Illinois, in Quincy, Illinois. I went to out of town, I guess, was the first place I went for any duration was at the University of Illinois. I did my undergraduate work in agricultural economics at the University of Illinois. And then I went to North Carolina State in Raleigh, North Carolina. I spent 5 years there and got my master's and PhD there. So, and then I went to South America for 3 years with the North Carolina State University agriculture mission to the Ministry of Agriculture and the National Agrarian University. And after that 3 years, I accepted a position at the University of New Hampshire. Came up here in in January of '69, and I moved into my house in Rollinsford 3 months later. So I moved in I think it's April 4th of '69, I moved into Rollinsford.
Wow, you've been here a long time.
And I've been here ever since. But I lived in 13 houses since I've been married. I've been married for 62 years. And so that was moving around, so I said 13 years. And so since I've done since I've been here now, just where are we going here now?
Well, tell me a little bit of why are you running for a budget committee? You've served on it this past year, and you're currently a member of the budget committee. Why are you running again?
I probably have, but I have been on the budget committee over 40 years. I started when I was the first position office I had here was I don't know, I was a budget committee, not budget committee, but
Were you on the select board?
I got 39 years on the select board.
Oh, wow.
No, but I started out on the school board.
Oh, okay.
Well, first I spent a year for what do you call it? The moderator or whatever. The first position I had in town, elected position, when I think it was the second year I was here. I was on the school board within 6 months. I mean, on the planning board for within 6 months, and so I've always held a position in Rollinsford since I've been in after 6 months here. And so one reason I'm I've never not been on a position, and you say, well, my wife says you should have quit before and so forth. But I said, well, I know I have more time in grade on the Rollinsford budget committee than anybody else in town or anybody else that's been for a long time. So it's kind of habit, and I like to see what's going on. And after having been involved for so many years on so many different boards and so forth, you soon start forgetting these things after a couple of years. I've been out of select for about 4 years or whatever it is. So that's one of the reasons I enjoyed being involved a little bit. Not so much like I was, but still they keep touch with what's going on. And the budget committee is a good place to hear about some of the things that's being planned or what's happened or didn't happen and so forth.
Well, that's commendable that you have given so much of your time and your life to public service as a volunteer. Thank you. So, given all of that background that you have at the university level and in your volunteerism here in Rollinsford, what strengths do you think you bring to the work of the Budget Committee?
Well, I'm an economist by training, so that's really why I really kind of gravitated to selectmen and the budget committee and the planning board and so forth, because it was you know, just an extension of what I was teaching at the university, really. So and that really was my laboratory in class. If you're talking about something, and I could say yes, and an example of that is in Rollinsford where they're doing this or that, and I knew about planning boards and these kinds of boards where a lot of professors at the university didn't even have that much knowledge. So it was just an extension of what I was doing as a teacher, really, and it gave me an opportunity to see what was being done, at least in one little town. And then I spent, what was it, 29 years, I guess, on the New Hampshire Board of Directors of the New Hampshire Municipal Association. So I knew a lot about what was going on at the state level. So whatever level you talked about in New Hampshire, I had heard a lot about it over the years, and I always had plenty of stories. If I had a missbeat for a moment, what do I say next? And oh yeah, I got this story or something. So I could always keep it related to my teaching, because I was teaching in community development, and I was also in agriculture, economics. My major area was economics, but when I came here, I became heavily involved in the community development program at the university. So that was really one of the other natural inclinations, was because of my community development activities at the university.
Well, certainly those are very useful tools to have and a background to have to serve in this capacity. So thank you for coming in today to share a little bit about yourself and why you're running for this office. And I wish you all the best of luck in the process. And the elections will be in a couple of weeks, and good luck to you in the process. And thank you, Ed.
Yeah, well, you're off the record now.